YouTube, TaJaDol here with another Stockpile Sunday review, where I take a look at an older figure or toy that I haven't had the chance to review. And this week we have the TaJaDol Effect Parts Set. Tamashii Web exclusive. I think it might have gotten a second wave, if I remember correctly. But regardless, it's still kind of on the expensive side on the aftermarket, $3,000 or more. Which is a lot for what you're getting in here, which isn't much. A larger box than what we're used to, but it is a very thin box as well. So you got TaJaDol with his wings on the back, or on the front rather. Then on the back it shows the peacock effect, the leg effect, the wings, the Candroid, and the stage, which is everything you get in here, which, well, like I said, isn't much at all. So here's the TaJaDol figure from forever ago, just kind of hanging out, doing his TaJaDol stuff. Nothing really to go over with him. His TaJa spinner forever continues to elude me. All I had to do was make it peg into the arm and we would have been fine, but complaints aside, TaJaDol was a very nice figure. You just hold it like a briefcase. Just hold your waffle iron and just do it. So, like I said, this does come with 4 accessories. 4. We'll go with 4. Plus Candroids. So here's the Kujaku Candroid in his little can mode, doing all his can stuff. He's all canny and stuff. And here's Kujaku normally. Just hanging out. And being a fan. So here's the leg piece. You get one, you get the other. Very easy to function with. It's not really too difficult. All you have to do is, we're going to take the TaJa spinner off because it is just being a pain. Stupid TaJa spinner. Is basically take this entire leg assembly off. So keep on wiggling it, which is actually a little bit difficult because these are a little bit pointy, whatever. And so are these. So it's hard to get a good grip. Probably be more beneficial to try to pop it off of the ball socket, but got that one off. Right now I'm just kind of getting my thumb in there and pushing on the crotch, and there goes the hose driver. I didn't need that. No. So this one decided to take the entire ball socket with you, but let's go ahead and get that out. Okay, so it's not coming off there. I keep popping the ball joint out because it's a little bit loose. And so that joint isn't coming off, and it's just being an overall pain. So we got one off. That's better than nothing. So let's go ahead and attach the appropriate leg right there on that joint. They really should have thought this through a little bit better. Don't have this big of a problem with the SIC version. Just saying. So that's in, I think. Or close to being in. So now you have this alternate foot. It's a nice clear plastic. You got the talons there for the Prominence Drop Scanning Charge. And that does fold down a little bit to make a chompy motion. So pretty cool. It does have the same double joint in it. Same foot overall. It doesn't have the toe joint because it's got a little spiky on it. But same concept. I mean, it looks very strange. It's great for the effect, but I mean, practicality-wise, it looks very weird. Now the O scanner falls off. This review is fantastic. But yeah. So you got that going on. Let's put the other one back on. Okay, so thankfully the other two effect parts are a lot easier to manage. One is this giant fan, basically. This is the peacock effect for when he does the Kujaku attacky thingy of justice. There's my light. Where basically you just get a giant fan of peacock feathers and they all go shooting out, which is actually really cool. We don't have a shooty out effect, but we can make him look absolutely fabulous. So you take off that little back plug and then replace it with this one, and you're all set. Actually, that's it. I'm not sure how his hands are supposed to go during this, so I'm just going to do something like that. And there you go. It doesn't make him too back heavy, so you can actually stand him decently. Just like that, so it does make for a fairly decent effect. Obviously, it's going to take up a lot of space on your display, So if you're tight for room, this definitely isn't the way to go. But it is a nice inclusion. It does look nice. They printed it nice. It's the blue splotch over here is very splotchy. Because you got pink, pink, pink over here, and then random blue splotch. I don't really know what is going on there with that. But anyway, still looks fairly neat. So you have that one, which falls off majestically, apparently. And then you also have these, the ones that I showed off in the Super TaToBa combo review. We will see these again in the TakaJaBa review, whenever that hits. A couple weeks, I think. Which are very cool. These are definitely the way to go for a good display. Whenever TaJaDol flew, he had these wings. Same with anything that had... I want to say Taka's Head makes these happen. But I've only seen them on things with Kujaku, I think, too. Even though they're not Kujaku's wings, but regardless, still really neat. I love the way that these look. They're just absolutely stunning. They are on these little hinges right here, so they can hinge back and forth, and then all three of these are on in little individual pivots. So you can fold them down. You can only splay 2 open if you want to. You can splay all 3 open, whatever you want to do. But it looks very cool. They are quite posable. Not the most posable wings Figuarts I've seen, but they get the job done for what they need to do. And I really like the way that they end up looking on him. It's my favorite part of the effect piece. And I mean, it's a bit of a shame because my favorite part of the effect set are these wings, which were also available with TaKaJaBa. So really, if you're only after the wings, you might as well pick up TakaJaBa and get an extra figure, and then have the wings for TaJaDol. So it's really up to you. TakaJaBa, I think, goes fairly cheap on the aftermarket nowadays. Cheaper than this, I think, actually. And then you get a Tamashii Stage with Kamen Rider O's TaJaDol combo, because condols are a thing. This is Taka Kujaku Candroid TaJaDol and stuff. So you can pop him on the Tamashii Stage, which is all nice and cast in red and pretty and not white. Or not clear, rather. Guess that was what I was going for. So you can have him flying upward a little bit. If you wanted to do that, you can just have him stand on the thing like a normal, sane human being. You can do that. Bam! Standing. Sort of standing. There we go, good enough. Now he's crooked. So pretty neat. Give him back his TaJa spinner since he dropped it and decided to be a butt. So the TaJaDol Effect Parts aren't really worth the money. You get the wings, which are available elsewhere through TakaJaBa. The Tamashii Stage is kind of cool, so if you're a Tamashii Stage collector, then you're probably going to want to pick up this set, since this is exclusive to the set. The Kujaku wingdings, whatever you want to call them, are a nice effect, but take up a lot of space, and I think it could have been printed a little bit better, but it's still not all that bad. The Prominence Drop legs are a pain because it's really hard to get that leg joint off. It's hard to get the leg off of the figure without popping the entire ball joint off. So that's a little bit of a bummer. They're a nice effect, but I think in the end they just look kind of silly. But if they're cool to you, then you'll appreciate that effect, I suppose. And then you have the Candroids, which are just the Candroids. They're nothing really to write home about. Still neat, but regardless, it's really up to you on how much this is worth to you. I personally don't like too much in this set. My favorite part of the wings, and I got that again with TakaJaBa, who doesn't really need them. So I could have easily done without the set if I wasn't a completist. I don't collect Tamashii Stages, so again, that's another thing I didn't really need. And the Kujaku wings just take up so much space that I don't ever plan on using them, and those are just stupid. So it's a set that I easily could have done without if I wasn't a completist, so it's really a your mileage may vary recommendation. If there's something in here you really want, then you'll probably think it's worth it, but otherwise it's a really easy pass. Save your money, buy TaJaDol or TakaJaBa or a different figure art that's actually good. And it just save your money in the long run. I think both the Birth Claw set and this set were both disappointments. So unfortunately, as much as I love O's, it really didn't hit it out of the park with the figure arts add-ons. But what are you going to do? You can check out ShokunShinobi.com for updates on my reviews and hauls, and of course check out Riders, Rangers, and Rambles, the podcast bringing latest token news in the craziest way possible. And of course you can buy S.H.Figuarts and more Kamen Rider merchandise at cstoysjapan.com. So take care and have a great one. Bye.